everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Ignore the state of me. Basically, I've just gone back from a really tough but really exciting and fun day. I had dance in the morning, and then afterwards I played Morticia Addams in my musical theatre show, and then I played the Evil Queen in my acting panto. It was literally the most fun experience ever. But I am really glad to be back. I've been wearing heels for the past 3 hours, so I'm ready to take these off. But I thought I could do a little get on ready with me / unpack with me and show you all the things that I took, excluding my costume, and then take this off basically. First thing, we're gonna unpack this bag. So first thing that I brought with me to my shows was hairspray. Pretty self-explanatory. The next thing I bought was a notepad with some flashcards inside, because I really thought I was going to be productive and do some revision while I was there. But surprise, I didn't do it. Sticking with that theme, I also brought some of my school books. So this one's my history one, my poems for English, my maths book, and my biology book. Yeah, I really thought I was gonna look in, but I didn't. The next thing I brought with me was some gummy bears. I needed some snacks to tie me over, and that was one of the things I got. Sticking with that theme, I also got some Pringles, but I didn't eat them because I don't eat gluten, and even though there's not much in there, I still didn't want to risk it. So I also brought some grapes with me. I did eat some, but some of them tasted nice and some of them didn't, so I'm going to save those for later. The next thing I bought was just some water. Again, didn't drink any, but it's fine because I can save that for later. The next self-explanatory thing that I brought was some deodorant. This was needed. Who do I think I am? Next thing, again, self-explanatory, was a hairbrush, because I had to switch my hair from a half up, half down to this slick back bun. And so yeah, this was quite helpful. It's got hairspray in the back, because when I sprayed the hairspray, I didn't know where my comb was. So I just licked it like that, and now it looks like that. The next two things that I brought with me are this pencil case and this calculator. Again, thought I was going to do some revision, but it didn't happen. The next thing that I thought would happen and didn't was reading. I did bring along The Housemaid, because I've watched the film but haven't read the book, and then also Caraval. But yeah, I didn't read these, but it's fine because I can save it for when I'm nice and cozy in bed. The next thing I brought with me was a comb. This one is slick back ones, which is really good. I think it did such a good job, unless you look at the back. The next thing I bought was my Victoria's Secret Romantic Spray, because I want to smell nice, I do. The next thing that I brought with me was my bag. This has everything in it: hairbands, hand sanitizer, just stuff that you don't know that you need until you need them. So I brought that along. Luckily, I didn't end up using that. Just a few random things. I brought another comb. This one's a toothed comb. Some setting spray, which actually lasted quite well, other than the fact that I looked literally like a drown rat. And then some tissues. The next thing I brought with me was this mirror, which I actually ended up using on stage because I smashed the mirror, and I meant to have glass shards on the floor, but we didn't have any because obviously that's dangerous. So I took this because I said, mirror, mirror in my hand. So this was very useful. I brought it on stage and I used it backstage as well. The next two things I brought, which I actually didn't bring myself, were this Dr. Pepper Zero, which my best friend very kindly bought for me. I literally love Dr. Pepper and I love my best friend, so perfect. And then this Fanta Fruit Twist I got in the break of the shows when I went to Asda Cafe. I love drinking and I love fizzy drinks, so this is going to come in handy. If you're my dentist, please do not watch this. I also brought with me both of my scripts. I'm not going to show you them, but This one's my musical theatre one, and then my panto one I think is downstairs with my costume. So the last two things that I brought were makeup stuff and hair stuff. So let's unpack these and start getting ready together. Okay, so the first thing I brought with me is this powder brush. It's like a Little Mermaid one. It's quite old though, so excuse the fact that it's literally broken. And also the paint is scratched off, but it's fine because it still works well. No, I'm not frugal. Anyway, bought this lip liner with me because obviously I'm wearing a red lip. Although it low-key is running out, so it didn't really work that well. The next thing I bought, this is just in a really random order, is my Maxi Mod Kiko mascara. Best waterproof mascara ever, but it is a pain to get off. So I definitely recommend if you're willing to take the risk, basically. The next two things that I bought were my beauty blenders. This one I use for my concealer, and this one I use for basically everything else. The next thing I bought was foundation that is too orange for me, because when you're under stage lights, you can become really pale. So this one is too orange, but lasted very well. The next thing I brought with me was my powder brush. This one's from Studio. It works really well and it's very good with blending. The next thing I bought was this Poundland powder. It works quite well, to be fair, so I definitely recommend it if you're in the UK, if you're looking for a more affordable powder, because it actually works really well. The thing I bought that is out the package is my Kiko blush. Literally gorgeous. One of the best blushes that I've ever owned. I'm going to put it in the box because for some reason I just like it in the box. I mean, it is a bit dirty now, but when it was new, it looked sleek. The next thing I bought was this Temple Spa lip gloss. So this one's quite tinted. Like it's quite red / pink. But it lasted a long time, and for my first show I didn't have a red lip. We weren't meant to have red lips, but I wanted something on my lips that wasn't red but also wasn't just plain, because I still wanted to be seen under the stage lights, so that was perfect. The next thing that I brought with me was my eyelash curler. Again, came in very useful, and I love this eyelash curler. It's from Poundland. The next thing that I bought was my Too Dark For Me, because I had it in the summer, Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This obviously works wonders. I use it all the time. The next thing I brought with me was my Rare Beauty bronzing stick. This is the best bronzer you'll ever see. Really recommend. Does wonders. The next thing I bought, which I actually didn't end up using, was my Vaseline. Because I had all my other lip products, I didn't use it, but I love Vaseline. I think this is a very useful item. The next thing I bought was my eyebrow gel. This is from Poundland, I think. It's called, oh no, it's from Technic. Technic Brow Fix. This is obviously very good for slicking your eyebrows so they don't move. Yeah, perfect. The next thing that I brought with me was this All About eyeshadow. It's probably from Poundland. Eyeshadow quad. I obviously needed a bit of a darker eye. I don't know how to do eye makeup, so ignore that, but it's fine because, you know, you can't really see it when the audience are back there. But I used this darker brown one. And yeah, brings together the outfit. Makeup. The next thing I bought, quite obviously, is my red lipstick. I have more red lipsticks, but I like this one because it has a shine on it. It's got like glitter. This is from New York Colour. I don't know where it's actually from, but it's fine. The next thing that I brought was this spoolie to help slick my eyebrows again. The last thing I bought, which I didn't end up using, was this liquid eyeliner. And can we just take a minute to appreciate how gorgeous my makeup bag is? It says, "Theatre is my sport." I need to stop embarrassing myself on the internet. So this is the makeup bag I bought. Don't ask about the design. It's not something I would choose personally, but it's fine. So I'm just now going to take my grips out in my hair from my slick back bum. So yeah. Okay, so my phone ran out of storage. Brilliant. Brilliant. So I'm just filming on my iPad for now. I'm just about to put the books away. Again, so I've got The Housemaid. I have the other Housemaid books, so I'm very excited to get started with that. Caraval. I've got the whole Caraval series and the whole Once Upon a Broken Heart series. So I low-key need to get a head start on that. And then Love on the Brain, which is not one that I took to the theatre with me, but my sister has just finished reading it and she has it from Christmas. So I'm going to put this on my shelf along with my other Ali Hazelwood books because I love Ali Hazelwood. Thank you, Grace, for letting me borrow that. I'm also just going to put my books back away in my bag. Here's my school bag. This pencil case I keep at home in my theatre bag. Got my calculator, I'm just going to shove it in one of the pockets. And then all these books I'm going to chuck in my bag. I'm hoping to revise tomorrow, but I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself because obviously I have just had like a really long day. Really exciting and fun, but very long. So I'm just going to keep those there. See if I want to, see if I don't want to, etc. Okay, so I'm now in my bathroom. I'm just gonna quickly take my makeup off. So obviously I've got a full face of makeup on right now. So I think we need to get started. In fact, I think I'm just gonna quickly hop in the shower and wash my face in there with this cleanser. This is the Eternity Camouflage Makeup Removing Cleansing Balm. Can you tell it's been a long day? I'm so tired. I'll see you when I am back.